subscribe and hit the bell icon and never miss another video.
I was dying to that when will I
कि मुझे कैसे
home
दिखाया है?
और मतलब कैसे दिखाया होगा क्या हो रहा था घर में जिस दिन अंकल आए थे तो मुझे लगा था अभी तो वो समझ जाएगी that this is not right what's happening behind my back. I decided कि मैं इस लड़की से कभी नहीं मिलूंगी but किस्मत then again we both are put in the same house और कहीं ना कहीं मुझे लगा कि I could have been little more aggressive certain questions about Gautam and Nimrit because I really trusted them in the house. Right outside all the 4 bedrooms, this was the My Glam store was there with a huge mirror और सब and the lipstick colors. Oh my god. टीना का नाम इसलिए
I think that was
because मुझे उससे actually कहीं ना कहीं तो वो टकराएगी मुझसे.
For sure मिलेगी.
वो जो बाकी है ना हिसाब किताब वो
there's some karma left.
Karma left.
Hey everyone, this is Miss Malini and I'm here talking about one of my most amazing guilty pleasures, which is to watch Bigg Boss. I think I've watched all 16 seasons in bed with snacks and made my husband watch, and now it's my job to do it, so I'm casually doing it live. And today I have the wonderful Sreejita who's with me, who was the first one out of the house but had so many experiences inside. And मुझे आपसे बहुत सारे सवाल पूछने हैं about your experience. But first of all, आपको घर से बाहर निकल के कैसा लग रहा है?
बाहर निकल के तो बहुत दुख हो रहा था for some time, but obviously after meeting you, I'm just feeling so happy. Yeah, so initially it was a shock because we don't know how it's coming across outside. All we know is what is happening inside the house. And we had this conversation just the previous night. यार मैं nominated हूँ, क्या होगा? Everybody was like 200% you're not going out. What are you even thinking? So people talking around you also gives you that energy. हाँ, कुछ नहीं होगा. So we were just like not prepared. For me, I was not prepared at all. And then the name came and I was like,
no, I think koi bhi prepared nahi tha. All of us were quite shocked because there's been so much drama already in the house. And so many people that, they're already quite polarized. And I think one thing I have to ask you, so aap jaise aapne kaha in the house, to aapko nahi malum ki bahar what people are seeing, what the impression is being made. When you came out, what's the first thing that you did? Did you go back and look at rushes?
I was dying to that when will I
कि मुझे कैसे दिखाया है?
और मतलब कैसे दिखाया होगा क्या हो रहा था घर में? Because what I felt inside the house, all 6 contestants, they have a screenplay in their head. Correct. And in their screenplay,
किसी ने romance बना रखा है पहले से.
They are the hero and the heroines.
Yeah.
But what is shown outside is what the makers are thinking and how they want to write the screenplay. So I was just dying, when will I go home and watch, and then finally I came. So initial few days I saw my part or my involvement little less, though it was not. But maybe the like the way the episodes came out, where I figured out the involvement was less, and then slowly the graph picked up. I quite liked
how you came across.
I
thought that you came across very dignified, and this whole, I was quite surprised because kabhi is show mein aise kabhi nahi hua hai that somebody's family member has come and spoken, right? Like Sumbul's father has come. तो ये क्या हो गया था इतना बड़ा that they felt that they had to do this? And do you think that Tina and Shiv are at fault at all? कि उन्हें काफी कुछ gossip किया था, or do you think they're innocent and they're being sort of taken along in this drama?
No, I what I feel that they had to bring Uncle twice actually in the show. First, a voice note came from him.
Oh wow!
And she's quite young.
Very young.
She's not a kid, but she's young. So she needs to understand what's happening, and I think
कैसे दिख रहा है?
हाँ. और इस बार सारे promos में भी ये बोला जा रहा है कि Bigg Boss खुद खेल रहे हैं. So now Bigg Boss also he himself has the power. So as because he has the power, he got Sumbul's dad twice, once via voice note. फिर भी लड़की नहीं समझी, फिर अंकल खुद आके वीडियो में बोला सबके सामने, which needs a lot of courage.
Of course.
बट फिर भी लड़की नहीं समझ रही. और जिस दिन अंकल आए थे तो मुझे लगा था अभी तो वो समझ जाएगी that this is not right what's happening behind my back. But I feel she's somewhere lost in the house because she's young. She's getting intimidated by people around. She's losing her position, and that's why she's getting dependent on Tina and Shalin, and they are just using that.
You know, and what's
They're
crazy, आपके
simply
और आप
using
और
that.
टीना के बारे में काफी कुछ बोला गया है कि that you are friends from before or enemies from before. You know, कि वो झलक दिखाते. So what is the story? Like you and Tina were friends, or you know, is there some drama there? Like I'm very suspicious of Tina. I'm sorry. Maybe they're just presenting her like that, but I'm like, but you did say that, you know.
So obviously, we did a show together long back. So I know her for 10 years. We were never friends. We tried many times to set up an equation, but it never worked out. Or finally, like 3 years back, we had again a small Bigg Boss setup in Goa.
Okay.
जहाँ पे कोई cameras नहीं थे, and in lockdown we all got caught up in one house in a yoga shala. And then after that experience, what I had with her in Goa for 3 months, I decided, and even my fiance decided, that either you have to think कि हाँ या ना. बार बार ये up and down नहीं हो सकता है. It is also affecting your health and it is pulling me inside. तो उसके बाद I decided कि मैं इस लड़की से कभी नहीं मिलूंगी. But किस्मत, then again we both are put in the same house.
Correct.
And in the house also you can see she was constantly talking bad about me behind my back, like with Shalin. कि साला श्रीजिता तो क्या पनौती है यार, उसके लिए मैं फाइट लड़ रही थी. एंड देन तुम लोग प्लीज श्रीजिता से बात मत करना, शालीन एंड गौतम को कॉन्स्टेंटली, या निमृत को भी, तुम लोग क्यों उसको बुला के बात करते हो, मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगता है, हमारे ग्रुप में वो आके बैठती है. So that shows that she also doesn't like me, but she somehow, what I feel, she was scared and she didn't want to deliberately pull a fight with me.
अब मुझे ये बड़ा अजीब लगता है that everyone knows कि जब आप बिग बॉस कर रहे हो, eventually सब खुले में आने वाला है. So you can't get away with saying things like you can in the real world, कि किसी के पीछे बोल दिया and then they'll never find out. So I always find that's really interesting that, you know, how do they not worry कि tomorrow जब सब देखेंगे तो क्या सोचेंगे, you know?
Exactly.
But now just you've had this experience and Bigg Boss is quite a legendary experience. So I want to know कि आप अगर कुछ भी अलग करती, what would you do differently now that you've seen yourself on the show?
I think my aggression was little less because I took situations more maturely और मुझे लगा अच्छा अगर ये दोनों लड़े हर फटे में टांग अड़ाना ज़रूरी नहीं है. It's okay. And somehow 3 days or 4 days later, being in the house, I lost my voice.
Oh no.
तो मुझे थोड़ा difficulty भी हो रहा था कि हर चीज़ में चिल्लाने के लिए, और लोग वहाँ पे सुनते नहीं. Like we are listening and reciprocating to each other. They would not listen.
It's footage.
हाँ, मतलब हर किसी को साथ में घुसना है, and then you have to raise your voice so that people listen to you. And for me, it got little difficult to always raise my voice if it was not really a reason to. और इस वजह से शायद मेरा एग्रेशन थोड़ा कम आया, और कहीं ना कहीं मुझे लगा कि आई कुड हैव बीन लिटिल मोर एग्रेसिव. एंड आई ऑल्सो हैव certain questions about Gautam and Nimrit because I really trusted them in the house. That you guys could have told me that what Tina is telling behind my back, or anybody in the house for that matter, maybe my game would have changed.
True. If you get to go back, would you go back?
Of course.
Yeah, and you'll have so much information. And
now I have a better picture, better understanding about the characters. क्योंकि कभी-कभी घर के अंदर रह के ना आप diluted हो जाते हो.
Correct.
Situation wise. So I have a better understanding now, and I feel there is a lot of things which is unfinished, and somehow though there's a lot of negative or controversial energy inside the house, but still that energy attracts you. I don't know why.
I know. At the same reason that's what I was saying, कि so many, you know, you watch this group of strangers जो कभी-कभी you may not have heard of or known of. Of course, they're all entertainment or personalities, but sometimes they're from somewhere that you don't even know, and you become so attached क्योंकि आप उनको 24 घंटे देखते हो, and you become involved in their drama. And I think that's fabulous. I also think it's amazing कि इस बार you guys had a My Glam zone inside the house.
That was the best part because all the guys were like, ये तो unfair है यार, लड़की के लिए इतना सारा मेकअप, सुबह उठते ही सब चले जाते हैं लिपस्टिक लगाने के लिए, कंसील करने के लिए. But that was the best part because right outside all the 4 bedrooms, this was the My Glam store was there with a huge mirror or and the lipstick colors. My God.
That's why I'm like, I would be so scared to come in front of camera without any makeup. So I can imagine you just go do a little concealer and lipstick and you're good to go.
सुबह उठ के आंखें सूजी
Of
हुई
course,
रहती है. Then maybe last night you cried or you had a fight. Your eyes are swollen. So that was the best part, that you can get out, you can do some concealing, put your lipstick, and then go out and sing the national Sorry,
the national, the Bigg Boss national anthem. But do you guys miss dancing to the Bollywood? क्योंकि वो काफी होता था ना, you wake up and dance to the Bollywood. I'm missing it a little bit.
Even we missed it a lot.
Yeah, I
like
can imagine.
who are inside, I'm sure they're still missing it. I missed it, that
So
song
much.
thing every day.
Every day, yeah, because that's you're used to waking up seeing it like that. Okay, so I have to ask you, आपको अभी जो आपने सारे episodes देख लिए हैं, who do you think is the best player right now? Who is really killing it?
I would still say Priyanka.
Yeah.
She's playing well because that is now that I realize that is what Bigg Boss is. You have to involve yourself everywhere.
That's true. I think Ankit still not really
No,
there.
he's more reserved. He's a little mature. वो थोड़ा maturely situation लेता है. बस उसके साथ खड़ा रहता है. Me and Ankit had a good bond. Yeah, in the house. Even I liked
He
Priyanka.
seemed like such a nice guy also. Okay, so name 3 people you would want to keep in touch with and 3 that you would say.
Bye.
Out. Yes.
3 people with whom I'll like to be in touch with would be Abdu.
Yeah.
He's a perfect entertainer, beautiful heart.
Yeah.
Then would be Nimrit. She's genuine.
Yeah.
At least with me, she was. And the third one would be. See, so much I have to think.
Not easy. I think also as you watch more, you'll be like, okay, you'll learn more about them. And
Yeah.
who do you think was really sad to see you go?
Really sad. I felt Nimrit was very sad when I left, though they didn't show that. But she was actually crying and crying, and she was hugging me. Who can be the third person I would like to meet outside the house?
We'll let people leave a comment and see if they're right later then. How about who would you want to not meet for sure?
Not meet for sure would be Shalin. Yeah, not meet list can go on.
The rest.
Yeah. Shalin, Gauri, also Gautam.
Yeah. हो गए 3.
हो गए ना 3?
ठीक है. But I want to ask you because काफी सारे
टीना का नाम इसलिए
I think
नहीं
that
लिया
was
because मुझे उससे actually कहीं ना कहीं तो वो टकराएगी मुझसे.
For sure मिलेगी.
वो जो बाकी है ना हिसाब किताब वो
There's
खत्म
some karma
करना है,
left.
Karma
yeah.
left.
I also think it's so interesting that you have all these experiences and now that you've done the house, काफी ऐसे लोग आएंगे जो wild card entry बन के जाएंगे घर में. What is your advice now that you know आपने थोड़ा सा परख लिया है the people in the house, the vibe and how the show is being presented? What would your tip be? A winning tip for a wild card entry in the Bigg Boss house?
My tip would be if Stan and Gauri still survives till then, first go and try to make them understand, because I feel they have they are lacking somewhere, like they're not very sensible. तो उनको समझाओ कि ठीक है आप लोग हर बात पे हर चीज़ में चिल्ला रहे हो और अपना मुद्दा रख रहे हो, पर कुछ टाइम पे Stan is fabricating a situation which even happened between me and Gauri. Nobody there said her गंवार. उसने वो word खुद उस situation पे impose किया था. So at least try to understand the situation because Stan has a good fan following. So if you kind of take that guy on a right track and he has a good heart. वो ना किसी उस पे आ गया है
और उनका वो लैंग्वेज बोलने का तरीका भी अलग है. So
और वो कहीं ना कहीं साजिद जी के बातों में आ गया है कि यहाँ पे ग्रुपिज्म चल रहा है और उस वजह से वो बहुत ज्यादा खुंदक खा रहा है. So don't show him that there is any groupism. Be with him, make him understand, because if you make him understand, he has a good heart to understand. He's just going on a wrong track or path right now.
Correct.
Then Shiv is also strong, but Shiv के दिमाग में भी साजिद जी ने ये चीज़ डाल दिया है कि भाई ये यहाँ पे तो टेलीविजन वर्सेस नॉन टेलीविजन का ग्रुपिज्म चल रहा है, तो शिव भी बिना मुद्दे का मुद्दा खड़ा कर रहा है हर वक्त. Be in good books with Priyanka because she is sensible and उसको गेम खेलना आता है. I would say like मैं अपने जजमेंट से बोल रही हूँ. expose Shalin and Tina as much as you can, because they are very weak contestant. As soon as they realized that they both are nominated by Gautam, they immediately started the affair thing.
Yeah.
The same night itself, the affair thing started, because they thought, okay, if we are showing some affair, the makers will think
there's a love story here.
We might give some content and they would not
Sreejita's
eliminate us.
playbook is amazing. So somebody's like sitting at home taking notes
yeah,
how to
what
win
is
this.
happening?
But I have to come back a little bit to, you know, how, like you said, you know, being on camera 24/7 under the public eye, it must be so overwhelming, right? And so I would love to know from you, because hum ladkiyan to we don't leave the house sometimes without our skincare and makeup, right? So what is your beauty tip to keep your skin so beautiful and glowing? It looks like कि अंदर से आपका glow है skin का.
Think well, feel good,
Yeah.
be happy inside, think less negative towards others, and then everything is smiling outside. I feel so.
That makes
But
sense.
yeah, of course, without makeup, not all in all frames, we were looking very nice. So
Yeah.
my glam, as I told you, really helped us, at least with the lipsticks and the concealers.
Yeah. Well, I have some goodies for you here too, to enjoy outside of the My Glam house,
Thank
the
you
Bigg
so
Boss
much.
house as well. But I would love to know from you also your 3 beauty essentials.
3 beauty essentials: hydration, like
Yeah.
drinking a lot of water and keeping your skin hydrated. Second is having a lot of vitamin C in form of fruits, or also applying some vitamin C serum.
Really helps, yeah?
That
Yeah.
helps. And eat healthy.
Nice, amazing.
Feel healthy.
Yeah. And okay, so I'm going to ask you to name who's who, okay? So I'm going to say the title and you have to name the contestant who fits, okay? Queen Bee.
Queen Bee. Nimrit.
Manipulative.
Shalin.
Who's the most fake?
Tina.
Who's the most confused?
Manya.
Who's the most genuine?
Abu.
Who's the strongest?
Up till now, I'll say Priyanka.
The most sensible?
Sensible. I think all these people have lost their senses somewhere outside.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Who is the most ghamandi?
Tina.
And the most sly? Tina's about to win a hat trick, I think. in this
No.
game.
Too much importance.
Too much.
Sly Ankit.
Ankit. Oh.
उसको समझ सब आता है पर बोलता नहीं है. He just
Amazing.
keeps it to himself.
Lovely. Sreejita, it's been amazing having this conversation. जब हम ये show देखते हैं, we love to watch it, we love to dissect it, and to have one of the contestants here chatting has been such a pleasure. And I really hope कि आपको फिर से मौका मिले to go back and be a wildcard entry and go with all your playbook and information. And
I think I have too
Cause a
many
storm.
playbook informations that actually the makers will think, अरे इसके पास तो कुछ ज़्यादा
कुछ ज़्यादा
information आ गया. But I would hope the same.
Yeah.
I would love to. But thank you so much for having me in your show. It was really, really a pleasure. We had a great
likewise,
time.
we had amazing. And don't forget to keep it glam. Bye, guys.